All right, so what's on the menu for lunch today? How about stuffed bell peppers? If you're interested, keep watching. This is the last of the meals that Ginger from My Honey's Kitchen sent for me to test out. She sent me 5. The other 4, Gina and I had as meals while we were car camping in Kujipakquack National Park. And I saved this one meal for a time when I was back out in the woods on my own. So this, again, is stuffed bell peppers, but it's a low-carb, keto-friendly version. So that's one of the reasons why I was excited to try this one. Now, let's just take a look at it. Oh, yeah, so one of the things that I mentioned in the other videos was that what makes this special, beyond the fact that it is a low-carb, keto-friendly meal, is that there are no added preservatives or artificial flavorings or dyes. Simple ingredients. In fact, when I read you the ingredients, this is impressive. I can pronounce everything on the list. Yellow onion, tomatoes, ground beef, Monterey Jack cheese, beef bouillon, cauliflower, bell peppers, garlic, mushrooms, and some My Honey's Kitchen garlicky onion, salt, and pepper. So those are the flavorings that Ginger added to this. What makes this a keto meal are the macros, of course. So let me just give you those. I'm not going to go through everything, of course. But the main things are the fats. So out of a, how much? 356 serving, and this is a single serving envelope. Out of 356 calories, 17 grams of those are from fat. Then we have 25 grams of carbohydrate, which sounds high, except 9 of them are fiber. So you subtract that. Still a little bit high if you're looking at your total intake of carbohydrates for the day. But for a single meal, what are we at? We're at 16 grams. That's not too bad at all. And of course, protein, 29 grams. So it's a little higher than protein in the average macros for keto, which is good. That's the way we should all be leaning, is increasing the protein in our meals. All right, simple enough. Why don't I put some water onto a boil and we'll put it together. Right, so the instructions for putting this together are the same as they were with the other 4 meals. It gives you 2 methods. One is in the bag, which is what I'm going to use today, and the other is to do it in a bowl, which is a great idea if you have something that you can put on to simmer very lowly and just check every so often, or if you have a well-insulated bowl and that can actually rehydrate it in that. But it's easy to use everything in the bag, so that's the way I'm going to do it. So open the top up. Now, from experience, Ginger chose some very heavy-duty Mylar bags. They can be quite hard to pull on, but I guess that's a good thing. Take the O2 packet out. Make sure you take everything home. Now, I don't know if I can wait until this is cooked. The smell is just amazing. Let's see if I can show you this down inside. Is that going to show up inside? Can you see? Huge pieces of peppers, all stuffed in with the hamburg and all the other ingredients in there. Yeah, okay. I'm excited to try this one out. Now, for me, what I'm going to do, I guess this is the other thing that we found, is that the instructions call for 3/4 of a cup of water. Now, Ginger does say you could add more water if needed. Well, with the 4 meals, we found each of them took 1 full cup and sometimes a little bit more. So I'm not even going to start with the 3/4. I'm going to go to 1 cup. Watch this one be the one that's going to prove me wrong. Make sure I put in the right amount here. Yeah, I think that's it. Now, long-handled spoon, just to reach into the corners to make sure everything has... Did I get enough water in there? Check my measurements again. I should have put in just the precise amount. I think I need a tiny bit more to make the right amount. There. All right, I know that everything has water on it. Seal it up. And leave air in the bag. And what I mean by that is don't press it all out and try to get it as sealed as possible. Well, yes, super seal the top. You really want to make sure this is sealed for the next step, which is to shake it. And you're going to be doing this a few times throughout the process of waiting for things, because you just want to make sure, again, that the water gets to all the stuff inside. Now it says shake and mix every 5 minutes for 15 to 20 minutes. My experience also is it takes 20 minutes. So that's what I'll do, is I'll let it sit, I'll shake it as per the directions, and I'll bring it back in 20 minutes. Okay, it's been just 20 minutes. I didn't want to wait any longer, mostly because I'm hungry. Oh, but it looks like this did a good job of rehydrating. Okay. Now, I did bring out a bowl because mostly I could have eaten it right from the pack, but I did want to show it to you in the bowl. So let's see if I can't. I'll put my spoon down for a minute. Just get it all in there. Oh, this looks like it rehydrated well. Yeah, a little bit of sauce. Get every last little bit of goodness out. Oh, I like the look of this. I thought for a second in looking at it that it had rice in it, but it's not rice, it's the cauliflowered rice. Okay, that's how easy it was to prepare it, but what does it taste like? All right, time for the taste test. First, let's give you a look at it. I do have to look and see. Okay, yes, they did a little bit. Now, it's called stuffed bell peppers, and the bell peppers inside, freeze-dried, were quartered, maybe even smaller, and had the hamburger and everything inside of them freeze-dried. Well, they've kind of released that. How should I say that? The peppers and everything are still there, but they're not holding on to the hamburger, so they're not truly stuffed peppers in that case. Now it's more like a stew, if you will, a pepper stew, I guess best way to say it. But that's okay, because hopefully it's going to taste very well, because it certainly looks good. We'll start with one of the peppers. Oh, that was nice. A little bit of the sauce with the hamburger. Oh my goodness. Lots of flavor here. Yeah, I'm trying to find some unique things that you would recognize. Green peppers. Just nicely spiced. Now there is an onion salt and a salt and pepper that, is it onion powder? I can't remember what it says. It'll be on the ingredient list. That ginger added into this. It's just on the verge of being too salty. But of course, that's personal preference, is whatever you personally like. I like adding salt to my food, nothing overly salted, but I do add salt to my food. This is just on the verge of being too salty, but not. Okay, what you're looking for in a freeze-dried meal like this is first that everything rehydrates the way it should. And this did. Adding that little bit of extra water to make it 1 full cup, I may have even gone over by a couple of ounces, aided in the rehydration of this. It is not sloppy, but neither it is underhydrated. It's just perfectly hydrated, at least in my opinion. Makes a difference. So that's been my experience with all 5 of the meals from my Hunny's kitchen, is that they can use that little extra water. And I've actually mentioned that to Ginger. She may just want to revamp her recipe recommendations. I know her concept is add a little less than, well, 3/4 of a cup is a recommendation. You can always add more. And yes, you can, but it's nicer to have it properly measured out when you start, so you don't have to keep opening the bag and checking it to see and then adding more water after the fact. So everything is rehydrated perfectly. The flavors are spot on. It's well put together in terms of the types of ingredients and everything in here. It's really, really very enjoyable. One last taste. Okay. Rather than sit here and make you watch me eat my lunch, which obviously I'm enjoying, I will close it off here by suggesting that you take a look at the link that I'll leave in the video description for my Hunny's Kitchen. Like I said in the other meals, this is a small family-run business in the United States, and everything is done at home with a freeze dryer. Ginger is the cook and bottle washer, you name it, everything for that CEO. So I'll also put links in the video description for the other reviews of the other meals that I've tested out. But if you have any comments or questions regarding any of the meals that I've had from my Hunny's Kitchen, put those in the comments section. But until next time, get out and explore and take that path less traveled, because you know it will make all the difference. Bye for now.